Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to Fire Emblem Thracia. Negative growths, but we're not negative, we're positive here in Chapter 4X. How's it going, Raisins? How you doing?
I'm so pumped.
You hyped?
I'm so pumped.
I mean, it's Fog of War.
Like...
I imagine you'd be pumped.
And you'd say it. I was like, dude, Fog of War and
Black Squares? That's my jam.
That's right. Look at these things. Yo, we can't see anything. That's awesome. Think about, like...
The possibilities of how good the map could be, if you like, all this could be really. This could be really cool map design. It could be really good. You don't know until you see it, and we come to see it.
That's right. And like, all of what we have now is all the fun of the map design is normally like spread out across all the squares, but now it's like concentrated.
So it's like unpacking a present very slowly. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Or going right in the middle and popping a torch and just tearing the thing open. You know?
I will do that in a minute, but I think first we owe everyone some leftover unit analysis. We've talked about Delsin, Leif, Lifis, Matcha, Lara, and Brighton over the course of the last few episodes. Now we have left up two people, semi-couple actually, Karen and Fergus. Again, any preferences for who we do first?
Oh, let's do Fergus, because we'll make kind of like a unit sandwich this episode, right? Because I hear Fergus is kind of good.
Yeah, I've heard so
just
too.
a little bit.
Yeah, I'm curious because you mentioned last time, I think, that you were aware of the Fergus Karen support and his FCM as well. Is that something you like utilized straight away when you used him, or is that something you found out later?
Pretty much. Well, once I found out about supports, then I did. I think like when I first used him, I saw the FCM 5 and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. But I didn't really like think much of it or try and use the support or stick them together. I was just like, I think if anything, I saw Karen was a Pegasus Knight and I was like more into that, to be honest with you. But then like what, once I found out like, oh, FCM 5 is pretty good, and if you can give him a support, it turns into like 50 crit essentially. I really started to gravitate towards Fergus. Just definitely a strong unit overall. Give him any amount of plus crit, and he's practically guaranteed to follow up on the second attack. I do remember that critical rate on the very first attack is capped at 25%. So even if you have 30 crit, 40 crit, 50 crit, you'll have at most a 25% chance to crit on the first attack. Now, this is still usually fine because, like, whatever. You take 2 attacks to go in, or you'll require 2 attacks to get your FCM anyway. Like, it doesn't matter if you end up, you'll always take an attack. Oh no, what a tragedy. Just get used to it. Because your second attack is always going to kill them. Especially if you have plus crit with the rapier, plus crit from the support. You should be pretty fine.
Yeah, it has great synergy with a lot of mechanics that work in Fergus's favor. The first one that comes to mind for me is the way the critical damage is calculated, where it doubles your attack rather than doing so after you've done your damage. So instead of damage times 3, it's attack times 2, which generally works for Fergus when he's like fighting high defense enemies. So that kind of worked well. And like you said, any plus crit will work, and he has 2 really good options, the Karen support for plus 10, and the rapier right here for another 10 crit. So that can be a guaranteed crit, like almost right away. In fact, it can be right away. The drawback is, of course, that in order to make use of his high FCM, he needs to double, and 7 speed at base, it's decent, like it's fine, but for us, it's not going to get any better. Like in normal playthroughs, you will probably double with Fergus for almost the entire game. There might be some things you miss, some faster enemies, or maybe you'll get a bit unlucky, but you'll probably double most of the things you fight, so this is not a huge problem. For me, it'll be a big problem. Any enemy that has 4 speed or more, I can never double with Fergus unless I boost his speed in some other ways, like a promotion or a stat booster. In fact, it could be argued that maybe I should brought the speed ring for him exclusively just so he doubles more things, because as I said before, enemy stats are very variable. They can be anywhere between like 2 and 5 or 2 and 7 at some points. So there might be some things I kind of double with Fergus that you would expect him to double, like armor knights or soldiers, or mages who probably double always. But that might be a problem for us, but it won't be for you if you're playing this game, and you should enjoy the heck out of Fergus because he is hella good. And This is not even his final form. He's dismounted right now. He'll be mounted when we go outdoors.
I was about to say, is the horse going to help him out with speed, or?
I think movement speed obviously is a great boon. You have like Super Canto in this game, and he'll get like 7 move, I think 8 maybe, I don't remember. There's a Vigor Star as well, which you can stack with that. And then he also keeps his weapon, unlike everyone else. Like Brighton was forced to use swords, Karen's forced to use swords, Finn is forced to use swords indoors, but he just keeps using swords. So he can use his sword rank to his advantage and use like the Flame Sword at some point, Brave Sword, Armor Slayer, that's kind of stuff. It's kind of helpful to have that. But even with just the rapier, he's still really good. So even if he never gets weapon rank, he's still nice. Thankfully, I did play negative weapon rank, so I can still make some use of like higher rank swords with Fergus if I use him a lot. But of course, if I get him to high rank, he'll level down and become worse. So
it's true, right? I always forget to give Fergus credit for that. Is that, you know, during the Master Arc in particular, which is like frankly a hard part of the game, right? Like he is able to use rapier, he is able to use flame sword, he is able to use all these high level swords and whatnot that you can use in order to go through. And I think like as we kind of discussed with earlier weapons and PRFs and whatnot, you probably should be using them. Like just it gets you through Master, you'll be fine. Absolutely.
With Fergus, I find that if you don't play Chapter 4 the traditional way, like if you cheese it like I did, he's probably not going to have to rank for the Flame Sword, because that's B. And he starts at like C plus 30, so it takes like 10 rounds of combat and doubling to get enough weapon XP, because that's the only way he's getting weapon XP is just fighting things. If you don't fight things in Chapter 4, he's not going to have the Flame Sword here, and that's a huge help if you have it. I don't have it because I didn't fight enough in Chapter 4. But getting to B rank takes a while, but if you get it before Chapter 5, that can still be super helpful. So I would recommend that if you'd like Fergus to be good, or if you just want to have an easier time, to try and train Fergus in the couple chapters that you have. And even if you get it later, it's really fine too. But yeah, he's the only one besides Leif who has a reasonable shot at using C and B rank swords, absolutely. I think Matcha, like even though she's supposed to be a Mermaid, I don't think she has like very high. Yeah, she has D plus 30 at base, so she's not getting there. So yeah, that's one of the great things about Fergus. Now, how about that Karen? So, I mean, we talked about the Fergus Karen support is mutual, so we know that part. But what I'm curious about is, there's like, I feel like there's 3 ways you could use Karen as a player. One would be, I'm not going to use her at all. B would be, I'm just going to use her for flying utility, and that's it. And C would be, I'm actually going to turn her into a good combat unit because combat flyers are good. And it sounded like you went with good flyer combat thing.
Yeah, I think so. When I first started Thracia, I knew enough about other Fire Emblem games to be like, flyer probably good. And I think I overestimated the usefulness of flyers in solving a lot of the objectives. So, and by the way, I have kind of a theory here, and I'm actually curious to hear like kind of what you think about it. And if you actually think it's total rubbish, like just let me know. Okay.
All right. I'm listening.
But I feel like flyers are a lot worse if you have a lot of escape objectives in the map, or at least one flyer is a lot worse if you have a lot of those. Because I was kind of used to, like, I was coming from FE6, I was coming from a lot of other GBA FEs, I was coming from Radiant Dawn and whatnot too, where Seas was a pretty common objective type. And in those, I was thinking, okay, well, we're gonna have a lot of Seas maps. FE4 too, of course. I played a lot of FE4.
Yeah.
I was thinking, well, if I can get a unit who can bring my lord to the escape tile faster, then that'll be pretty good. But the issue is, Seize is basically how fast can your fastest unit get to the escape tile, whereas escape is how fast can your slowest unit get to the escape tile. And with a Pegasus Knight, you can fix one slow unit, but then you'll probably still have another. Like, there'll still be some more work to do. Yeah. So, like, even though Karen can help you to get one of your units to the escape tile more quickly, you'll still have some additional work to do. And like, maybe that just means Karen has like additional carrying. I find like oftentimes by the time you're done carting your slow unit, you go back and then you cart your next slowest unit, but by then they actually might have just gotten to the escape point already. Like, Karen is not single-handedly getting everyone there on time.
Yeah, I
find that to be the case.
I think this theory, it works to an extent, but how much it does depends on circumstance and how well it works out in a map in practice, and we'll definitely show that when we get outdoors with Karen. I think she's still very good in escape maps, for some of the reasons that you mentioned, like you can get your slows units all caught up sometimes. Not always, because of the problem where if you were to carry your slows unit outdoors who is Delson, he'd weigh her down because his build is too high for her to carry, so she'd go from 8 move to 4, and she would be unable to help him escape, really. Like, it's faster if Delson just walks with his 5 move than if Karen carries him. So that way, it's not really helpful. But what I found with Karen is, because I alluded to this, like the 3 ways to using her. One is just, using her as a flying flunky, basically, and the other one is using her as a combat unit. I find flying flunky way more useful compared to the amount of effort it takes, because as someone who doesn't really care about getting her to combat, but just getting her to side objectives, you're a lot more free with what you can do without also have to worry about getting XP, and can just feed that XP to other units instead. And there's a couple of outdoor maps where that's really useful to have someone who can like sidetrack and then come back around when everyone else is near the escape objective. So in a way, you don't use it to speed up other units, but you have her take the most complicated path to get all the side objectives, like all the villages in chapter, I want to say 7, with where you're escaping, like the first outdoor chapter. That their flying is very good there. And there's a lot of maps like that where Karen can get villages and stuff like that, or even like player recruitments, character recruitments, all that stuff. That's really helpful to do for Karen, and everyone else can just kind of do their own thing while she's doing it. I find that generally very helpful. I've also tried to make her good with like combat, like giving her certain skills and scrolls and level ups, but I've never really found a combat flyer to be super great in this game. And even if you do find that great, there are better options for it than Karen in this game. One in particular, Dean, who joins a lot later. So that's kind of my take on the situation. So I don't think you're wrong in saying that she's worse than like games where Seize is a very common objective, because boy, flyers are really good there, and Karen can't even compare, but she's still super good for those objectives.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I guess like kind of the takeaway I'm getting from what you're saying is like in this game, it tends to be the case that you can either perform utility and side objectives, or you can perform combat, and it's very rare that you can perform both.
Yeah. I would say so. Yeah, I can't really think of a unit that can really do both very well. There's a couple. Dean would be one of them, but generally, yeah.
I'm especially thinking of the maps coming ahead, and honestly, it kind of feels like you're correct. Like a lot of the times where I'm almost thinking that kind of dichotomy where I have my units who are performing combat, and then some other units who are performing utility roles. And yeah, it actually does seem pretty correct. Where a unit who's going out performing side objectives is like really hard to also do combat with.
Yeah, sometimes
like
these things are
the side objectives are so far out the way.
Yeah, but sometimes it can be helpful to have a combat unit that, like a unit that does side objectives, sometimes need to fight a little bit, and in those cases, Karen doesn't do very well. But there's other units who can do that instead. Before we move on to the map, one quick, like I want to say tangent, but it's actually kind of important. We talked about about Karen's if she can fly. You know, she's a Pegasus. We're indoors right now. She can't fly. She only has 5 move, and if you look at her stats, you already know what she's about. Speed and luck, and that's about it. Not a very good combat unit right now, obviously, because she's forced to use swords like everyone else. But actually, something someone pointed out to me is Karen is actually kind of comparable to Matcha in some ways. I'm not sure if that goes for me, but I don't think Matcha's leveled up yet. So, real quick, Karen has 3 strength, 12 speed, and 4 con. Matcha has 1 more strength, but less speed, 12, and then like 2 more points of con. So they're somewhat comparable when they're fighting with swords, even though Karen gets weighed down more. It's kind of like the speed versus con kind of thing. So Karen's actually not terrible at combat. She does have really high magic at 7, whereas everyone else is like 1, 2, or even 0 points in that. So she's kind of okay at fighting mages. And she's good at doing capture bait and, of course, supporting Fergus. So even though right now she's nerfed without her Pegasus Rider, there are still uses for her. And I think actually you'll find that she's kind of useful in this first portion. Now, you mentioned that using a torch here would be nice to show off everything that's happening here. And I think we're going to do that. The question is who does it. I usually use Dawson just to do that, so I guess I'll just have him do it. He has a torch on him anyway, so let me light up the place and show us what we're dealing with. And also
retreating and using a torch, a wise move.
Yeah, it seems strange, but Dawson doesn't get attacked anyway if these enemies don't have enough attack, which is the case here. So I don't really like using him to fight here. Now you saw these two hidden in the fog, but there's actually like a whole row of them. And it's kind of a nasty formation because the mages almost perfectly cover the Armor Knights' ranges. Let me see if they have extra move or not. The mages do not. The Armor Knights, they have 5 move, so this is all fine. Okay, none of these enemies have extra move, which is interesting.
Lucky us.
Does. I think no one has extra move now. Yeah.
So this one does?
I haven't seen any with extra move. Did you see any?
I didn't think so.
Okay. That's what I was worried about. So the trouble is, as you can probably imagine, if you put someone within this middle of all these enemies, they're probably going to get killed because all these enemies move if you go into their range. And we can't turtle them forever because we do want to get to these 2 magical boys semi-fast. So the way I usually go about it is having Fergus go somewhat aggressive and do some capture baiting on the others. I do know the Armor Knights, I'm not sure about the soldiers, but I know the Armor Knights move before the mages. So you can capture bait, and then what will happen is the Armor Knight will move forward, capture a unit, that unit will be off the field, but the mages won't see a target, so they won't move along with them, and then you can kind of individually scrap with them. You can also fight them with bulky units like Dawson, Brighton, and Fergus if the situation allows it. Fergus is okay at disposing of these soldiers over here. But usually, I have more to work with because there's like some guy with extra move that you can bait out early. So let's see how we're tackling this.
Now I have to play it straight.
Yeah, well, not quite straight. These guys are very slow, so I can double with Fergus, or even Brighton actually. These guys are kind of fast, but he still only has 3 speed. So what if we do Fergus on the left side? On here. We can like fight the soldier first at the very least, I guess. Because we have to play it not that fast, but somewhat fast. I think I like Fergus here. With the rapier. He's gonna crit. Karen behind him for support. And he'll fight 2 soldiers and a mage. And actually
and an armor knight.
Because I put him too far up, but yeah, whatever. Okay, actually fights way more
Should
than I
be,
thought. Whatever. He might die,
3.
I don't know. Experimentation time. He might die,
Yeah,
I don't know.
The way I say, like, it's turn 1, right? So, like, if we have to reset, there's not much to redo.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna put him a bit further back then. I was gonna fight these guys with Brighton, but now that I know that Fergus is attracting like 2 mages by himself, I'm just gonna let him demonstrate what happens if you go in range of enemies now. That's totally why I did this move. Totally.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Okay. Also, he might not kill the Armor Knight, and then he's, well, not home free, but a little bit better off. But I think he's gonna kill the Armor Knight. Like, look at his attack, look at his crit rate. Nice, okay. These guys hit really hard with the longswords. Oh, he didn't double that guy. That's not terrible, though. Okay, these guys are gonna fight for the city. Which means
Yeah, it keeps the square occupied too, so...
Yeah, so the soldiers will not move, but I think there might be a mage that's gonna move. If not 2. But that's okay, I can deal with 2 mages, that's fine. I think Macha can one-on-one 1 mage, and we can steal from the other with Lifis. So that just means we have to deal with the Armor Knight. With like Leif, Lightbrand maybe? It's gonna get a little busy in that square, but that's okay, that's okay.
I think, yeah, Leif Lightbrand, Fergus can't use Flame Sword yet.
No, he's...
so it's gotta be those ones.
He's like, let's say, 16 attacks away from it minimum.
Oof.
It's not gonna happen this turn. Also, he kind of wants to use the Fall this turn. But that's okay. Alright, hope Asbel gets a crit here, so that he wastes less Graph Caliber uses. Nope. That's fine.
No dice.
Unfortunately, that means he's gonna go for a low HP target. SMH said.
Said no.
SMH. Said no. Okay, what does this mean for us here?
Because we did not get a single kill last turn. Ouch.
We did not. But, you know, look at it this way. They also did not get a single kill this turn.
That's true. That's true.
That's how I view it. Yeah, Macha can one-round this mage with the Steel Sword, not the Iron Sword. The problem with Macha moving there is, of course, that you'll be in range of another Armor Knight and another Mage, as well as the soldiers, so we don't really want to do that. We can use Dawson instead. He might Oko. He does.
Yeah, Dawson's pretty good at that, so...
If we do that...
The mages don't double them, right? Like, they all have less than 4 attack speed? Yeah, they could 0,
I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but the Constitution doesn't lower the amount of, like... It doesn't reduce the weight penalty on your speed in this game for
it doesn't
mages.
Offset the weight penalty.
Yeah, exactly. Good phrasing, good phrasing. So, basically, they're very slow, always, mages. They're like... This one has 0 attack speed, for instance. This gun, yeah, this one too. Alternatively... What we can do is, we can take an even more passive approach. I always just said we have to be fast, but we don't have to be fast. We can steal here, and then take away the Fire Tome and have him just be capture bait for the Armor Knight. And
I think so.
The Mage will also like come close to that, us if we do that, which I think might be safer than whatever else we're trying to do here. This will lift us level up, unfortunately, but you know, it is what it, take the Fire Tome.
Yeah, I was about to say,
yeah.
Which one are you doing?
Feel free to interrupt me if I ever make... Ooh, okay, ooh, it's not great. But you know what? We deal with those. We deal with those.
Man, these levels.
Yeah, it's painful. At least it didn't get built. Okay, so that's that gone. I think Fergus just wants to like retreat and use a Fallen. And I would love it. Like, this is why I kind of wanted them to have extra move. But did not. Okay.
Because it's easier to like peel 1 or 2 of them away, but yeah, no,
yeah.
This is actually really rough.
It's I can deal. It's gonna be a little slow, but if we are a little slow, it's not that big of a deal. I just want Fergus to be... I think I want him out of range of enemies. I can just like literally capture bait both of these enemies actually. Like, cause
is it actually bad for Fergus like go to the right and do the same thing he did last time, except Valmed up? Like, we were happy to do that move last turn. Maybe we should be happy to do it this turn too.
Well, I will need a lot of resources to kill these mages in this Armor Knight next turn. I feel like ideally Fergus is going to be at full health next turn just if we can kill this Armor Knight, but I guess we might have other means to do it. So I guess I think I'll go here and fight like 1 soldier and 1 mage. I think that will be fine.
Okay.
Let's do that. And Karen...
See how it is.
I think I'll put Karen like in capture bait range for these enemies, along with like Leif and Lara. Like just literally just capture bait 2 enemies. Maybe just Karen here is fine. Just I don't want to bait a mage, but if she gets capture baited, that won't happen. But I don't know which one of these is going to be capture baited by who. Because right now this mage is like out of commission, like he doesn't matter anymore. We can steal his Vaughn too if we want to.
Just go up and steal the Vaughn.
Yeah, but if we do steal the Vaughn, then we might bait the Armor Knights over, which I don't want.
True, but if the Armor Knights capture, then they cut their defense in half, so...
Yeah, but I don't want it to move forward, because every unit that captures, I have to kill next turn, otherwise they're going to run away with my units. I think I'll like hit this guy with my Light Brand, finally show off Leif's animation, so that we can kill him more easily next turn.
I think so, yeah.
And
we can bring up Brighton here too if we want. Maybe.
Yeah, we can even finish him off. If we finish him off, we can definitely do something more risky, but I think Brighton doesn't have the attack power to kill him.
Leif's first 10 experience.
Yeah, it's an occasion, all right. Maybe you.
Oh, that's a bad hit rate.
Yeah, that's the Dalsin experience for you.
That's a really bad hit rate.
Okay, I think I'll just give him the option to capture like my girls over here, and then if this, I know this Armor Knight will not capture Leifus because he moves before the mages, so he'll just check, can I do anything? He sees he can't, so he'll just not do anything. It's like he waits, and then the mages will move out of the way. But I'll just let these guys... I want her to stay here. I want her to be here, because then if she gets captured, she'll still give support bonuses to Fergus by the enemy being here. Yeah, that should work. And again, these mages won't see her. And then you can be here, that's fine too. There's only going to be 2 captures. They'll probably be on the thieves, if I know this game well. Okay, let's... And then this soldier might move forward and attack Leif, which I'm not a big fan of, so maybe we'll put Dawson in front of him, just so they don't do that.
Yeah, the mages aren't really that, like, threatening. So...
Yeah, and, like, one of them had a tome stolen, the other one is going to capture, so it should be okay. Alright, there's Karen. There's a soldier.
I was not over here, that other mage is, like, neutralized.
Ooh, double crit? Oof. Double crit. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, bro.
Yeah, I think oftentimes when I'm fighting here, I think I usually go for, like, Brighton with the Steel Sword. Is another good way to bust through some Armor Knights early. I think I end up maybe drawing aggro from more Armor Knights, but I think with, like, the tools and the resources that you have right now, including, like, these very low speed units, this whole plan of, like, being very measured, being very slow, I think is a good way to do it. Now, if they do try to escape, where are they going to try to escape to? Do you know?
I recall the left side where those soldiers are. I think that's where they go.
I see.
I'm not sure though. Yeah, Brighton can be a bit consistent with dealing with Armor Knights because sure he has Wrath and sometimes he doubles, but the second hit is not going to double. So it's the awkward position where he can miss, or he can his second hit might not do that much damage and the Armor Knight doesn't die. You can definitely do some damage, like Brighton Wrath into Leif Lightbrand. I think that can work, for example, but by himself, I find he usually doesn't get the job done. Leif's got attacked, but that's honestly okay. He didn't get captured with that Fire Tome, so I guess I get to keep that for free. But I baited over 1 additional mage that I didn't really want to. But we can still do the same trick, though.
Right. We could trade the Fire Tome over to Fergus and then immediately steal a new one if we need to.
Yes, I think that's something along those lines I'm going to do.
So I think it's good to, we keep capture baiting Fire Tomes, but, holding on to 1 is probably going to be good. Because we have a, spoiler alert, there's going to be a mage we recruit soon, so...
Let's see, I do need to free Karen and Lara. If I free Lara, I can steal a bomb for free as well. So maybe have Dawson see if we hit this mage with him. And then sure, 1 tome will be gone, but... Okay, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But
it's fine though, because we're resolving the random events first.
Exactly. The classic. Okay, Leif probably wants to be here to kill this Armor Knight. We get some XP, but that's okay. That's kind of inevitable at this point. And I'm trying to do the steal with Leifus and then trade with him, so I get 2 Fire Tomes for the price of 1. Take him out.
Or rather trade and then do the steal.
No, I want to steal and then trade both Fire Tomes away afterwards.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Someone else is going to go and trade. I see.
Yeah. If he goes here, he can't be captured, which is also fine, I guess. If I just kill this mage with... Let's see. can just keep this guy surrounded. I don't know what he does if he's surrounded, but it's pretty safe. Or just kill him with matcha.
Just keep him. Stay in the box.
Yeah. Bad boy. He has Lara though. I kind of want Lara for stealing though. Okay, how about this? I kill him. I know that was already the plan, but like, oh, I have 2 steel swords.
Let's cut a deal.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna kill him. And I use Lara to steal. And have Leif's trade and steal, and then Fergus can take both. I think Fergus might be full though.
Yeah, Fergus's inventory is full. Laura could take both. Or Karen could take both. Brighton could take both. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if I steal both their tomes, then neither of them is going to get captured because they're just going to be standing here in a wall. Like we're surrounded by 2 mages, 2 enemy mages, and then just 2 armor knights in front of them. But none of them can do anything to us. I think I like that. I like that picture. I like that picture a lot. Yeah. Okay. Let's go here then, and take his stuff. Thank you.
The armor knights didn't get paid enough.
Is it like, nothing going on here? Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, take that. There's no need to trade anything. We can even steal from next turn again. Well, this one's going to run away. This Fire Tome one. And Fergus. I think everyone just stay put. We can bait like 1 armor knight over with Fergus, I guess. Doesn't seem terrible. Oh, we can bait this bottom soldier. I think that'd be prudent. Take him out of our sight. Or even Brighton. I think Brighton is good here. Because
Brighton... Yeah. He has Wrath too, not. So you know.
Do you get weight down, friend? He does not get weight down. Okay, so Brighton doesn't double. Does he Oko with short sword? 22 attack. Ooh, no, he doesn't kill that guy in 1 round. I think in that case we're going to go with the Fergus route then.
Good old Fergus.
Yeah, if I'm fighting anyway, I might as well Oko. 1 round kill. That seems good to me. Okay, because we're on turn 3. We need to be out of here by like turn 9, 10. So we got season time. We got time. We got time.
Can Karen trade over the fire tomes and get us moving or no?
Well, yeah, I can trade for it, but I mean, these guys. Oh, this guy actually has a fire tome still, so he's gonna capture 1 of these units, but I don't know which. How much will do you have? 7. So you can capture any one of these 3. What we should probably do then is make it so that no matter who he takes from, it's gonna be fine. So
yeah, probably.
This is stuff like this.
And now we have 2 fire tomes for Asbel later.
Exactly.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Recruiting Asbel, that mage.
No. Oh no. Okay, yeah. The worst he can do is like take 1 Vuln away. Oh, actually, that's not even gonna let him do that. Take his Vuln and give it to Brighton as well. Easy.
Ooh, nice.
Very good. And now he can capture any one of these 3. It doesn't matter. He's never taken Leif because this one doesn't have a fire tome, but yeah, that should solve it. Or I overlooked something. That's also possible. Let's see it.
But I think we have a good position here. Yeah. Like, we got Fergus and Brighton ready to fight.
We got our thieves in the front line. We're good. We're good. And like this beginning is taking us a long time, but after this it'll be very smooth sailing, so don't worry too much.
Oh boy. So many soldiers.
Yeah, so many dead soldiers. And there's a soldier. I think that's what Fergus ordered. Yeah, okay. Takes some damage. Oh, not even did damage. Goodbye. Not even goodbye. Okay.
Do you have Karen support nearby? I think we did.
I do, yeah. I do.
Oh.
No, dude. No, are you serious? Are you serious, Fergus? No.
No.
We're so blessed. He's
okay,
so
well.
Blessed.
So much for Fergus.
Yeah, that was... I mean, this is Fergus's moment in the sun anyway. It's his time to shine. It's fine. This is what he wants anyway. Okay.
So bad. That's like -3 damage.
Yeah, oh, it's so bad.
In every Fergus combat.
Yeah, basically. Because he does like 1 less per hit, and he also doesn't double anymore, I guess is what you mean, right?
Okay. Yeah, no. Or 2
something.
less than the double. But...
Yeah, oh god, okay. Just for that, I mean, do I even want this tome that badly? I don't really... We'll talk about how much I use Asbel. I think just kill him is better.
Yeah, just kill him.
Just get him
out of here.
I mean, Olwen though. Ilios, anyone need these fire tomes? Goodbye. Distract. Okay, let's stop using matcha though. Because like, I don't want her to level up. Actually, I just remembered. I don't want her to level up.
Oh, you have plans for her later?
Yeah, I need her to like survive a certain fast enemy because he's like the highest speed.
I see.
I don't know how relevant it'll be. Leif is not going to be.
Look it up with Dawson.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just kill him with Leif, I think. Not because I want to, but because Dawson is less reliable. I know. At this point,
just give him XP if we miss.
Yeah. I wonder if Leif's weapon ranks will matter ever. The only sword I really want him to use is the King Sword, which you can use at base. Okay, let's grab the remaining Armor Knights. Do you double any of these, Fergus? They need to have 2 speed or less. 3 speed. Nope, doesn't double this one. 1 speed. He'll get that one. And 0 speed. I think he'll get that one. I think he can do that. I think he can get 0 speed. This one is 0 speed as well. We can get him with Brighton. They both target Leif as a square, so I guess I'll let Leif capture baits.
Should we do some straight line strats or no?
So what? Straight line strats?
Some straight line strats.
Oh yeah, that might be the play. Yeah, straight line strats. It might be straight line capture baiting though. I would like a steel sword on him actually. Okay, I think I know how I'm gonna do that. Come here, and how about get this? I think this will do enough damage to kill an Armor Knight, perhaps. We'll test your theory on how it will work.
Ooh, we'll guess. Take that off of her.
Okay, so we'll capture bait 2 of them with the Thieves, and 1 of them will go for Brighton. Brighton might kill both an Armor Knight and a Soldier, I hope. And we can get this remaining Soldier with Fergus. 3 speed is a lot, though. Maybe we just get him with Dawson, but he has 11 defense. I don't think he attacks 11 defense. Nope, he does not.
I think so. While Mekkah's doing the math, I could go ahead and say what we're doing is something called straight line strats, which is pretty useful in any Fire Emblem game. It's where if you array your units in a perfectly straight line, then when an enemy comes up to attack you, they'll occupy their only attacking square. So each unit will be attacked by at most 1 enemy. This is true as long as you don't kill anybody on a counterattack, which maybe Brighton will.
Yeah.
But it is a pretty good way to deal with like large amounts of enemies at once, is to just put yourself in a straight line.
Yes, exactly. And Brighton has the bulk to fight both of these enemies, I think. I didn't actually do the math on that part, so we'll see if that holds true or not.
Looks he's gonna take 13. There's no way the other guy does that much. I mean,
all right, there's the Brighton experience. The double miss.
Wow. Double miss 86. Let's go.
Cool. I think this guy's gonna double by Fergus, fortunately, so maybe we'll get 1 kill this turn. Alright, close enough.
Oof. That minus strength.
Yeah, that minus strength is not pretty. Okay.
But both these Armor Knights are super weighed down, so...
Yeah.
Boy, look at that.
This one had his 0 speed reduced to 0, I think.
Minus 5 defense, too.
Yeah, we can, like, capture bait this guy now. You don't even have to kill him right now. But I would like to kill one of these Armor Knights with Fergus. He actually 2-shots this one without a crit, just super clean. This one, not so much, but he can get a crit on that one. Makes me feel like killing this one anyway, because that way the weaker one is still available for someone else.
That's right.
14.
So, like, Brighton, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, Brighton on player phase is a recipe for disaster, but there's probably something we can do. We could just do the same thing we did before, chip him with Leif.
I was about to suggest Matcha, but...
Yeah, Matcha, she can't use the rapier, unfortunately, so... Oh, you know what? Your idea is pretty good, actually. Actually, your idea is pretty good.
She would maybe level up, but...
Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, it's probably going to happen in the next few chapters anyway. You can just kind of hope that we're fine. If not, we might have to, like, literally sacrifice a unit for that whole thing.
Oh, no.
It's not...
Yes, I mean, with the radar level ups are going, yeah.
Yeah. I think we kind of have to do it, though, because he's going to run away otherwise.
Yeah. Do we see much of any other way out? Like...
I guess I can kill the left guy with Karen or Dawson, and then I can like chip this guy down with Leif plus Dawson, and then that way I won't have to use Matcha. But I don't know if I'll be able to like hold Matcha back from combat for the entire duration of Chapter 5. That's what I'm worried about. Well, let's
oh wow, it's even that later. That's actually kind of bad, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'll try to Leif Dawson thing because I think that combined they can 2-shot this guy. But
let's try it.
He does have to hit though. Let me get a sword on him real quick for Karen and try this. It might not work, but that's okay. You can't like run out of my range. I think I can like 2-shot him with Leif. Okay,
there we go. Good. Okay,
Dawson experience redemption, and then we'll take this one out with Karen with that iron sword I just grabbed. Beautiful.
Strike.
Karen combat.
There we go. The Karen level.
Oh, come on, girl. Come on.
She's
there
fine,
you
though.
go. Oh, that's a super cute crit. I love that.
Oh, really? Nice.
I don't think I've ever seen that crit before. I don't use her for combat much, if you can't tell. Okay, Leif here should be fine. He does get weighed down a lot by the light brand. He's gonna have 0 attack speed.
I mean, no one else doubles that, right? So
Yeah,
fine.
he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. Okay.
Is this the return of the 0-speed soldier?
It might just be okay. We're gonna go like all the way up actually.
There we go. Aggressive Leif.
That's where we're headed. That's where we're headed. Up. Let's go up.
We do have to eventually open the cells on the right, yeah?
On the right, yes, but we'll do that once the enemies are like dead, because otherwise they'll just get captured. The poor prisoners.
Oh
Leif,
boy! Oh
how
boy!
are you this
Oh
good?
boy!
How are
Oh,
you this
what?
good?
No!
Can I get this Leif in another playthrough? Any other playthrough, please?
Why can't we get this? No!
Guys,
how's it
these
getting
stats are
+5s?
It's like, it's okay, I promote to Master Knight, right? No, you don't.
Like what?
Cringe.
Bro!
Oh, seriously? Okay, we have 2 capture baits available. It's fine for now.
Have we gotten a level with fewer stats than 3? Like, ever?
I know, right? We got Avel's empty level up, I guess.
Oh boy.
Yes.
But like, come on, dude. That's
Come
Avel.
on.
Like,
Come on.
Like, that doesn't count.
I know, right? Karen has a sword. They're not going to go for her. They're just going to go for the thieves, and that's perfectly fine. They need to get this captured. Okay.
There's only one. Yeah, I might need to move left
There
just
we
a
go.
bit more. I was like,
That's
what
better.
happens if
Yeah.
Armonite takes?
Yeah.
We got it though.
We thought it at the exact same time. Oh, wait. Oh, you have a weapon, don't you? Okay.
Oh, you're fine though, right?
Oh, it doesn't have to build.
What?
I think the soldier is too thin. He's too thin.
Ooh, he's too slim. Even after that. Oh no, never mind.
He just
got-
whack lips in the face.
We got Slim
gone.
Shady over here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, it turned out fine, but that was a bit of a disaster. Okay. Okay, it's
boy.
okay. It's okay. The hardest part is behind us now. I don't know how much we need Fergus after this, but I'm definitely never using Leif after this, so I guess I'll use him
Oh boy.
again.
Yeah.
Maybe Leif into Dawson is also fine. What could happen
I mean,
is
he's
Dawson levels
still
up.
chipping.
Go ahead, sorry.
Dawson levels up.
Yeah, Dawson
Like,
levels up, gets
loses
slim, and then we can carry him around.
Ooh, that's true. Minus con, useful.
Very useful. Okay.
Okay, Dawson, we're begging you.
Yeah. I'm thinking
Okay,
about the
good.
life ring that we're carrying around. Maybe, because of the way these units are all turning out, maybe the best candidate for the life ring is actually Safi, like you said. That seems like the best way to use it. We get another one this chapter too.
Savvy. Better able to like deal with fatigue.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This is actually not a one-round kill. Good ship. Good ship.
We took this life ring all the way through Manster.
Yeah. Okay, we'll Fergus, I guess.
To be fair though, with these sorts of things, I know it could be like, oh, it feels bad for your plans to go awry like this. Oh my goodness, this is no damage.
It's so bad right now.
It feels like
So trash.
terrible. Yeah, it feels like terrible for your plans to be going wrong, but like part of doing well in Fire Emblem, especially run throughs like this, is to like have backup plans. Like have contingency plans for if things go wrong. And also like if you're playing and things aren't going as expected, don't play the way you expect the game to go. Play the way that the game is going right now. Like, you know, we planned to put it on one of these units and carry, and then Fergus got like strength speed right away. Or, well, we'll have to see how like
Yep.
Asbel does as well.
Oh god. At
But-
this rate, I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Okay. All good. All good. You're done. You're dead. You're cooked. Goodbye.
Yeah. But if we're ever here being like, oh, let's put this life ring on Fergus, then we get one like that. Like, don't still
Yeah.
put the life ring on Fergus, whatever you do. I want to point out one thing too, by the way, since we've cleared out this area of the map. When I very, very, very first played Thracia, I did it like pretty much blind, and I did unlock this guide in. I really struggled with last map, of course. I was like, oh crap, like I just didn't bring any items whatsoever. I really struggled with it. But I got to this map, and I effectively got soft locked.
Aw, damn.
'Cause I just didn't have the tools whatsoever. I also think I either lost all my door keys, or I lost all my thieves, or I lost all my lockpicks. I had no door keys, and I don't think I had any thieves in order to get through there. And there we go.
Yeah, that can definitely
Didn't have
happen
the
if you play
children.
blindly, which I think there's like playing blind and playing blind. I'm an advocate of like looking up absolute requirements for Thracia if you're playing it for the first time. Like playing it 100% blind is not for everyone, but it can be really fun if you're into like imperfections and maybe potentially getting screwed by something. But it's not for everyone. I will definitely admit that. Anyway, I just
But my favorite,
Yeah,
my,
go
my favorite part of it was getting to this map and having no door keys, no chest keys, and I literally just got stuck right here at this door. I couldn't get through, and you know, Gee, I wonder if there was a helpful person on the other side of the door.
Person with the door key, maybe?
I know. And nothing else to do.
Yeah, I think Master gives you just enough door keys to not get soft locked, but like what will happen is I think you could see it. Some of these mages, for example, carried around door keys. And I think the idea is that like you don't get soft locked because you still have those door keys, but getting them off the mages when you don't have thieves, for example, is super rough still. So what I'm saying
capturing
is,
a mage is not easy.
I have a spare door key. I could just use that to unlock the door, but I have my thieves right here. It's turn 8. I would like to spare turn, so I think I'll use my door key that I have. I stole it. I think I stole one. Actually, I might not have. That might be a different save, because I didn't tell you, Races, but I was like setting up and I realized, oh, I don't know where my save state is. I thought I had a save, but I think I messed up my save, so I had chapter 4, but not chapter 4X. So I replayed it halfway through and I realized, oh, my save state is here. I got it. I found it. So I didn't have to like actually replay it, but I did it anyway because I'm dumb. But in that rerun, I got a door key off one of the armor knights, so that's why I thought I had a door key. I don't have a door key, so gonna have to wait for my thieves, unfortunately.
Gonna have to open up the lockpick.
Yep.
So we can go here. We can talk to Sed. We can talk to Asbel. I think this should be good.
Yeah, I do have my
Actually,
to do that. Okay, you have it, so you go get it.
In terms of lockpicks. Woo!
Alright, first of all, let's grab Asbel. Conclude the analysis portion of the video. Yay, pinky promise, boys.
Woo!
It's Asbel.
Oh, they made a pinky promise. That's right. Solor.
They did make a pinky promise. Okay, so I mean, I don't have to tell you that this unit is very good, but I guess on a scale from like 10 to broken, how broken do you think this unit is?
About as broken as his door key. No, I'm kidding. So, no, I hear he's pretty good, and yeah, he's quite strong. FCM 3 is good. Graph Caliber gives like what, a bajillion crit, and I hear his growths are quite good too. So, pretty much is kind of a toss-up, I hear, from most people, whether or not Asbel or whether Fergus is the best combat unit in Thracia overall. I think like Asbel's kind of just ekes out the lead. Is that not correct? So
yeah, I really used to like Fergus as a combat unit, and I swear it's not because of this run just now, but I don't think Fergus is that great of a combat unit, but he's definitely one of the better options against bosses, because that's really what like separates good combat units from great combat units, is like their boss killing utility, and Asbel is uncontested the best combat boss killer in the game, because bosses tend to be on thrones or gates. Those give plus 10 defense, so if you have a magical way to dispose of them, that's your best way to go. And Graph Caliber is by far the best way to do that. We showed it before with the Fire Sword on Avel, and Asbel for most runs takes over that role. He has really good speed and really good speed growth, especially. His base speed is kind of lacking because he gets weighed down by tomes, but as he levels up normally, you know, in a normal playthrough, he'll become really fast, and then he throws this 13 might, 100 hit personal wind tome at them with 40 crit. He's 3 FCM, so it's a guaranteed crit on the second hit, so any boss he doubles is pretty much already dead, which is super good. Of course, against regular enemies, that's also really good, and a great weapon, but as he grows, he also becomes able to just kill enemies with fire tomes and thunder tomes, and that's just really good as well. This is a really good offensive unit, and then defensively, you can make him good enough with like life rings and other defensive investment and avoid and everything to make him a good enemy phase fighter as well. So really good combat unit, I think by far the best. I think if there was anyone who's like even close to him, I think it'd be Orson, not Fergus, but Fergus is maybe third in that row.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
and it's not just because that level up that he got a moment ago, right?
Yeah, definitely not just that. Definitely not just that. No, I'm a Fergus fan still, but I gotta admit, I think Asbel has him beat. Adept's not too impactful. Sages get into promotion anyway. Sage is the other part that makes Asbel really good. Promotions to Sage gives him like plus 6 speed or something stupid, plus like 6 or 7 magic too. So that's the dilemma for me. Is obviously my Asbel will, as time progresses, become slower, like much faster. He's like 65 speed growth or something. So he becomes super slow. Still like hits like a truck, of course, because of Graph Caliber. But the question is, can we get into level 10? It will be worth it to get that promotion bonus and make him good again, kind of like with Orson. You know, will it be worth to go that far? And I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, because I think right now, like he's perpetually one speed level away from never proccing his FCM with Graph Caliber, right?
Yeah.
So
you're right. He will never double once he gets that first speed level up.
So,
unless we speed.
And I guess that's one other thing about him is like his base level of 1 means that in a regular playthrough he actually has a ton of room to grow and get stronger. But in this case, I mean, We've seen her level up luck earlier.
Yes, that's the scary thing. Okay, Karen. Okay, I actually positioned myself accidentally super correctly here. So Karen's gonna talk to Sid right now. That's not a recruitment, unfortunately, because I didn't really show off his stats before. But you might have gotten an idea from FE4 that Sid is really good. But he just gives us a piece of paper and doesn't join us. Because that'd be kind of that'd be kind of game over if he did join. So yeah, we don't get this, unfortunately, but we do get this, which is the set scroll, which is it gives you speed, which is what we don't want to get. So this is kind of like a, I don't know if you ever read Harry Potter, but it's like the Horcrux. You don't want to hold, like no one wants to hold on to this thing, but someone has to.
Someone's got to.
Someone's about to get real angry when
100% speed minus.
Yeah, it's not what you want. So this is normally what you use to make Asbel like super fast, because he'll go up to. I can actually check his growth. Why am I not doing that? Here you go. So normally he would have, he would normally have 105 with the set scroll. So 75
can you get +2s in Vanilla Thracia or no?
Yes, you definitely can. Oh. So that'd be one way to make him slow motion real fast. So you don't want to use that too much. It does give minus HP, which is the other funny thing. So it could be used to make someone grow HP less. So you could put it on Safi, but then she also gets magic a lot more. So I don't know if I want that or not.
True.
Negative growth is not that great for scrolls. I will pick up. I think I'll pick up.
And if you want to do that, just give her like the Hazel scroll. Oh wait, no, other way.
Yeah. Okay, next turn.
Not used to it.
Yeah, next turn what I want to do is open this door and then drop Set inside, and he'll just kill these enemies for us, which will save us a lot of XP that we don't want to get.
For sure.
And then I have some ideas for after that, but we'll hold on to those until next turn. I know, like.
Would it not be better to take Set with Brighton and then we can open door, drop, and then rescue Brighton backwards? Or can Dawson rescue Brighton or no?
Dawson is like fine to stand here. It doesn't die to this Hellfire anyway. I think
okay, fair.
I've done this strategy before and it worked. I think your idea makes sense on paper. I just don't remember having to do it, so
yeah,
I'm not gonna.
I think you're right. That
I think
it's not necessary. It's not necessary though.
I think it's a good idea that it's unnecessary. Probably. I think we don't get reinforcements this turn. If we do, it might get hairy because I want to set to clear this room and then go back to fight the reinforcements that come from the bottom left. You saw there were 4 cells. We freed civilians from 2 of them. And okay, I'm gonna use Laura because she's light. Open that door and then come in here and drop. You saw you 2 move because Set is heavy. Grab
Set is
Laura
thick,
so she doesn't get murder bombed. Yeah, I guess we could have. I don't actually know if there's anyone who can pick up Brighton besides Dawson, but maybe that would have been a safer idea. If Dawson dies here, you'll be the Thracia master from here on out. You can do all the things.
That's right. I get to wear the crown.
Yes. Okay.
I get to the unit. I get to do the unit analysis second. I get to say, Mekkah, what was your first impression?
That's the plan all along. Yes. Okay. Let's chill out with this. In theory, these units should just all die to Set, because I think what should happen, and I hope this does happen, they will attack Set. I think some Javelin guys. Oh, that might be the reason why Dawson's fine here, because the Javelin guys might go for him. But it looks like that's not the case.
And then Set will definitely attack these soldiers afterwards, right? There's no part of his AI is going to make him go south and run away?
Nah,
or
shouldn't be.
Okay.
We actually got hit? I don't think he can actually physically die, but that's really funny that it just did that. Okay, this is why he's safe. There's a next guy here. Bonk. Crowd surfing hand axe.
It looks like it was going to get doubled for a moment there. I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
What's this animation?
Okay. I actually don't know what that soldier has. If he has a javelin, Dawson's safe. If he does not have a javelin, he might die. Oh, okay, I think he's fine. That means the bishop should suicide. I don't think he ever physics. Because he has an Hellfire and a physic. And
I've never seen him use the physic.
Yeah. Oh, alright, okay.
Whoa.
Interesting move. Interesting move.
Wanted to go for Dawson, I guess.
Oh, goodbye.
Wow.
He gets nuked anyway.
Maybe it's because Set one-shots that guy.
Yeah, but I think he one-shots everyone here.
Maybe. I don't know, though.
Okay. There's still a chest room here with 2 enemies here, and I think I might have to fight them myself, because Set is going to be a bit busy with this room still, and it's turn 11. We should get reinforcements like this turn, I think. It should be sometime soon. Actually, don't know for sure. Would you mind looking it up, actually? That would be really helpful to know. Yeah, for this
I think so.
We're turn 11.
Yeah, normally I'm trying to get out of here too, but let me look it up. Let me see what Wad has to say.
Because if they come up now, I think I want to fight the mage inside this room at least this turn. and then worry about the Devil Axe guy afterwards. I could just bait him with Asbel.
Bad news.
They come
Bod
this turn?
says it turns 10 to 24, but it says approximately.
Oh god, okay, that's double bad
look it
news.
Yeah,
Sometimes the reinforcements just don't show up in this game, which is very strange. I'll just bait with Asbel right now, and put Leif behind him for support, because Asbel does have a support with Leif.
I was about to ask, yeah. We didn't bring that up in our other thing, but, you know.
It's one of the reasons why it's so reliable.
Good. Do we have someone to give him a fire tome, or is he fine using Graph Caliber here?
He's fine, but he should get them at some point, because, like, what's the point of holding on to them with other people, right? I don't remember where they are, so that's why he doesn't have them right now. I have a Thunder on Dalson.
Did we just lose him?
Oh, there you have him.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I don't want to put him, like, I don't want to do it now, because there's no square that's safe for Brighton.
Right. If we thought to do it, though. Ooh, yeah, there they come. Okay.
Good thing I had low HP Lithus on guard. It's fine. If these guys all die to the set now, that should mean that he will go south now. That's like actually ideal situation. I'll just fight these upright enemies myself. These the Thunder Mage that's coming from the top. It's actually a female Thunder Mage. We might get a quick shot of her before she gets obliterated by Graph Caliber. If we crit, that is.
The female Thunder Mage? A Fridge Mage?
Yes, actually, I think. Monster.
No, Monster.
Just Monster. It's Monster things. She's also very slow, so she dies. Yeah, goodbye.
Then 1,000,000 XP for Asbel incoming.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. I don't know what level that mage is, but I just know they're dead. Okay, run south. Run. Yeah, there you go. Good shit. Okay.
Nice.
So it's gonna protect, he's gonna cover our exit here.
There's like one other scary boy in the map, if I recall, right?
Yeah, there's a Devil Axe guy in the north. He is like, yeah, technically he's scary, but we can just capture bait him. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh.
Or you can kill with Asbel this turn. I don't know. One of those two things is probably true. I actually don't remember exactly where he is. But if I just move in with Lithus, that should be enough to bait him. Like, he's on low HP. You should go for Lithus.
Yeah, just take his lockpick and move in.
Exactly.
Totally.
Alright, here, boy. Here, boy. There he is. Oh, you can go for Karen too, but they really like capturing this game. They really like it. They're not going to go.
I think so.
Us.
Yeah.
They can't.
How's the Asbel do if he just like bunkers on him right now?
Yeah, I could do that. I don't. Same thing with Orson's. Like I could, but do I want to? I guess it's probably the play, so I can go in and like raid chests and stuff. You know what?
Yeah, like you can like maybe get Leaf support and use a Fire Tome or something though for plus crit. Or
it's not gonna double with the Fire Tome, I think, because this is lighter. Fire Tome weighs 4, and it's also gonna like make him a lot weaker. He's 5 might. So he's gonna have 9 attack. I guess Leif could finish, but it doesn't work out as well.
Then Asbel's attacking in melee too.
I can attack with the Leif and then finish with Graph Caliber to save a use. I guess that's something I could do.
I think so, yeah. There we go. Not bad.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Go us. That's what we came. Wow, that's like a gnarly looking axe.
It's made by Satan. Okay.
It's like green in the menu though, right?
Is it? Yeah, it looks really cool actually. But it doesn't give extra weapon XP in this game, so it's not very practical. But then again, when was the Devil Axe ever about that, right?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, wreck this guy.
It was always about being funny, except in 3 houses maybe.
Yeah. It's funny in 3 houses when you like use it to activate skills, I guess. Other than that, you know. Oh god, it starts.
Oh
it
wow.
It starts.
And so he can no longer double anything with Graph Caliber ever.
No, that was I hope you enjoyed Asbel doubling, because that was the last of it until the promotion.
Boy.
Okay, we need to get to chest key. Oh, we have the chest key here. Brilliant.
Oh, there we go.
I mean, okay, how about you're just gonna go for the exit? I think there's a door here we need to open. Yeah, we're gonna do that for sure. We can do that. Moving star.
It should be fine.
Moving stars here. Let's just do this then. Okay, there we go. There we go.
There we go. Easy.
You want this one first? No,
I think so.
This one. Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. Okay, chest key here, so we can trade it next turn. You always just go for the exit, I guess. Just get out of range, basically. Don't go there. Open door. And that should leave
maybe left door would have been better. I mean, whatever. Lower would have been closer to the exit. It very much does not matter.
Yeah, we're not like you said at the beginning, we're not being slowed down by Laura. We're being slowed down by, at this point, it's Karen who's the furthest away from the exit.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ironic.
I hope you like this animation. Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? It's okay. She'll make up
She
for
could
it
get
later.
others to the escape tile.
But not her. Yeah, she guides others to a treasure she cannot possess. Woo! Is that good?
He's kind of good at here.
Yeah.
Infinite use Forcetti, a bit good.
It's okay. We'll get him later. What are you doing? Oh, right. He can do people in the fog. Yeah. Rip monster. He never saw it coming.
He's just that good, bro. We never saw him either.
Yeah. I think you could always do that in this series. Just like go, okay, I can't see shit here, but you know what? I'm gonna pretend I can. Okay, so you can have your lockpick back if I can have this chest key. And oh, actually, can we fill her up and like send something to convoy? I don't think so. I want to check.
I mean, is this something we do want to send to convoy? But
I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
I think we want all this. Maybe not the steel.
I think we
axe,
want
but
everything here. Yeah, actually, okay, forget. Just get this. There you go. Second life ring. That's nice.
Second life ring. Normally goes to Asbel, but
yeah,
I don't know about this one.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'll open this door so that people can go in, and then have
open chest with like Leif and
yeah, Leif Asbel have 6 moves. That's probably good. Go here. Take the chests. Iron Blade. This is something I would like to send away, but whatever. It's fine. We can keep it. And then
it's like an okay weapon.
I'm not a big fan personally. It's super heavy, so everyone just gets like destroyed if they use it. Speed.
I mean, it's like maybe good for Brighton, for Wrath, or no?
I guess it's also very inaccurate, but I guess it's not that much more inaccurate than everything else. We'll keep it around. It's fine. Get this one, Brave Sword, another B-rank sword that we can't use right now, but that might be helpful in the future if we get Brighton sword rank up, or not Brighton. I mean, it will also be useful on Brighton, but mostly on Fergus.
Yeah.
Right, run away.
They take more advantage of that strength hit that we got earlier.
Yeah. Take advantage.
I know. Dude, could you imagine how good these units would be if this was positive growths right now, though? Like, with these level ups we got, come on.
God, I kind of wish... It's 0% growth can be a little depressing, and negative growth is absolutely depressing. You're going to capture bait next chapter, so you can hand me your lockpick again. Okay.
Clock out the lockpick, yeah.
Yeah. And then everything before you leave for work. Or leave work, I guess. Myrmidons, yeah. This is I guess where you can get swords if you really want them, but it's stealing from these guys or even capturing can be a big pain in the ass, so don't recommend it. But I think these are like the only swords you can get in like almost all of Manster if you wanted to. Besides the ones the enemies join with, of course, or the player units join with, like Brighton and Matcha. Bite.
Yeah, make sure you bring some. Make sure you bring a couple spare swords, right? Like, probably smart to do so.
Yeah. I think I'll only bring Leif's light brand, and everything else is from the inventories, because Matcha joins with like 2 swords. So I generally don't end up being sword, but like I said, I often cheese chapters.
Get wrecked.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Oh, why couldn't he see that one though? Because he nuked the previous one. Is he on healing AI? I guess he might be. That might be it. Okay, that Thunder Tome I could use it, put it on Asbel if I wanted to. You're gonna hand me your Brave Sword, I think. To you.
Trade it around.
Yeah, just put it on people who can maybe use it in the future. I don't know. Brave Sword. It's probably not happening, but I might as well try, right?
We got 2 heal stabs.
Yeah, those are... I mean, they might legit be useful if people will, like, really take a long time to get through chapters. But worst case scenario, it's just, like, gold. It's fine.
Yeah, we just sell them. That might have actually been something good to send a convoy.
Yeah. Well, you never know. It could be useful.
Yeah. Dude, maybe
you'll get there, actually. You'll get to the next chapter, probably.
Oh, yeah. He's actually really close.
Yeah. He did a lot of work this chapter. Okay, you were good to go.
Get out of here.
Watch your backs. It's okay. Seth's got this. Seth's got this. Seth's got this.
Yes.
And you...
Seth's got us covered.
There you go. I over it. Whenever I did like escape chains on my stream like this, they'd like spam to include messages in chat, and it's somehow really funny. I don't know why, but it's somehow really funny. You would actually like another sword. That steel sword looking juicy. I think I have Karen's iron sword still. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that works. Okay, I'll just keep you here for a turn so you can get an iron sword, I guess. Okay.
Get ourselves set up a little bit better. I think so, yeah.
Okay, Okay, well,
Watch more side combat.
you know what? I believe it. Whoop. I'll take your word for it. He's in the cell. He was in the cell.
Oh, he got a movement star.
Yeah. He's trying to prove himself. Okay, so the Karen's Iron Sword is going to
Fire Tome on Asbel at some point too.
That's the plan as well. Trying to make sure people move out of the way in the right way. You're good to go. Let's go, Delson. Dien. Dian. I'm dying, Squirtle. Okay, Fire Tome, Fire Tome. I think I saw Thunder somewhere, but whatever, we'll get it next chapter.
I think it was on Dawson.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think that's why I want to keep him around. Okay, you're good to go.
And I was like, hurry up, Mekkah, get out.
Yeah, I know, right?
LTC police shows up.
You're good to go. Literally nothing. Okay, Karen. Just do this, I guess. Not set scroll, Iron Sword. Maybe
set scroll.
Maybe the life ring should also go. I kind of don't like that being on her. She's capture bait a lot. Let's put it on Leif.
He's never capture bait.
Yeah. He can be, but generally he's not.
It's allowed. You're allowed to do it. You do not game over if you do so.
Yes. Alright, good stuff. Okay. Karen. Wait, where's your Iron Sword?
The scroll over?
Asbel, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the scroll I think is fine because it's one of those items that never gets stolen by enemies if you get captured. So,
true.
Keep it on your units. Because I think it's based on like what's sellable, and if a scroll is not sellable, so enemies don't take it. It's the same with the Brave Sword actually, and personal weapons as well. So
I had no idea. Wait, the Brave Sword isn't sellable?
Yeah, it's not. It's
treasure cannot be sold.
Yeah, I guess it's just treasure. Yeah, I don't know how. I know what the idea is, but it's not sellable. All right, bye, Fergus. Later, buddy. Aho.
And then Leif, and then wait, no.
Yeah. I mean, ladies first. Come on. And Luke.
Ladies first, true.
And that's the whole squad.
Karen, the last one out.
That's the whole squad. Let's go.
Not bad. Karen, the last one out as usual.
God, I'm so disappointed in my level ups right now. They're
so bad. Like everyone got like you know how ordinarily you're playing the game and you get a strength speed level and you're like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter what anything else got. It's just strength speed. Like, yeah, okay, that's fine. I feel like we've gotten that literally every single hit.
It is
every single hit.
What it is. Next time, chapter 5, that'll probably be a two-parter. It's a very long chapter, but a very exciting.
It's very long.
It's
very long.
It's something. I can't emphasize enough that you should play these chapters before you watch me play them because this one in particular is really, really good. If you don't play it before, if you're just experiencing the experience, it's so good.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yes.
You've never played it before. Don't be ashamed to make a save state halfway through.
Oh yeah, for sure. And by halfway through, I mean every turn. No, I didn't say that.
What? I know.
Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.
See you guys next time.